Now two speakers and stymied the GOP leadership's agenda. Now Speaker Mike Johnson is pushing back.
This is a moment for moral clarity for everyone. The Speaker is doing the right thing at the right time for the right reasons.
As he relies on Democrats to pass a $95 billion aid package by Saturday, including roughly $61 billion to help Ukraine battle Russia. Today, Johnson ruled out making it harder to seek a vote for his ouster. Any one member can still call for such a vote, even as angry swing district Republicans say it is time to marginalize the far right.
I think we got to do something that protects us against 5 to 10 people.
There needs to start being repercussions for those who completely alienate the will of that conference.
The infighting playing out on the House floor, with Republican Congressman Derek Van Orden daring hardliners to seek a vote to boot Johnson and calling Congressman Matt Gaetz tubby. Gaetz' response?
The only thing I gleaned from it is that Mr. Van Orden is not a particularly intelligent individual.
Gaetz, who opposes ousting Johnson, confronted the Speaker over his handling of the foreign aid bill. You spoke to the Speaker. What was that conversation like?
Tense.
Why?
Because we don't want to pass this bill.
Do you have confidence in the Speaker right now?
It's diminishing.
As Johnson weighed changing House rules to make it harder to remove him, outrage built on the right.
And this is the type of betrayal that Republican voters are absolutely fed up with.
All as he faces heat after deciding to advance the foreign aid bill without attaching border security provisions to it, despite repeatedly making this vow.
If President Biden wants a supplemental spending bill focused on national security, it better begin by defending America's national security.
But facing just a 2-vote majority in the House, Johnson now recognizing the votes simply are not there.
I literally don't have the numbers. I don't have a way to merge it together.
That answer not satisfying many Republicans.
We have an integrity problem when we tell the American people that the border is the hill to die on.
I don't believe that the Speaker couldn't extract at least something. And so I think it's a missed opportunity.
I don't have confidence in the Speaker, unfortunately.
Behind closed doors today, Democratic leaders urged their members to keep their powder dry and not to commit to saving Johnson. Why aren't Democrats taking a position on whether to save Mike Johnson's job?
We're waiting to see if he is going to allow us to save our global security and make sure that America has its security.
And Mano joins us now from the Capitol. So is there any sense of how many Republican votes there could be to oust Speaker Johnson if he moves forward with this foreign aid bill?
It's a little unclear at the moment, Anderson. I've asked that question to Marjorie Taylor Greene herself. She continues to say that she is getting more support, but really only publicly there have been 2 members, her and Thomas Massie. There are a number of others on the hard right who I've asked, will you support this motion to oust Kevin McCarthy if it comes up? They simply will not go that far, like Congressman Chip Roy for one, Eric Burlinson, another one is Warren Davidson among those. So there could be some Republicans, Massie believes there'll be more than the 8 who voted to oust Kevin McCarthy, but that's still unclear. And it's also unclear, Anderson, how many Democrats will come to Mike Johnson's defense. Behind closed doors today, the message from the Democratic leaders is essentially keep your powder dry because they thought they think that could extract more concessions from Johnson, and potentially then, after they get some more concessions, come to Johnson's defense. So some of that has to play out here, but at the moment, there is a belief that Democrats will ultimately come to Johnson's defense after he moves forward with this big aid package, Anderson.
All right, Manu Raju, thank you. Perspective.